Alrighty, Mr. Gatekeeper here out here around the northeast end of Georgia, out here on this beautiful rainy day. Might be able to hear the rain in the background. Whew, these things are done. Here's what the new properly made preamps pretty much are going to look like in their enclosure. I'm calling it the GKPre, which is in the process of being trademarked. Not copywritten, trademarked. There's the back of them right there. Let me get me some labels to make sure to put 12 volt right here. I can use these and internally use them with voltage regulators with 9 volt wall adapters, 6 volt wall adapters, pretty much anything from 6 up to 18 volts. But I'm going to try to preferably make them all 12 volts. The reason being, you can unplug your adapter and plug it into a cigarette lighter in your car. And if I had it internally regulated for 9 volts, then you wouldn't be able to do that. It wouldn't work. So here's what the units look like. Okay, properly made preamps. I hadn't put a variable on these yet. To be honest with you, you don't really need the variable. But I am going to start putting them on the units here soon. Probably after I get these ones done here and caught up on the ones for people that are waiting, I will probably start putting variables on there. The only time they may be good if you've got a super strong signal coming in. But before you press thumbs down on this video, I think I know why a lot of thumbs down came in from the other video. I'm sure a lot of you guys that are waiting on amplifiers and repairs are like, I've been waiting for this amount of months. What the heck is Gatekeeper doing messing with a dang preamp when I'm waiting on my amp? Ain't I more important? Brother, everybody is as equal importance. If you spent $4,000 to me or if you spent $40 on me, you are equal importance to me. The money has nothing to do with how much important you are. You're equal important to me. If you watch the video, you'll kind of see what happened with this preamp. I did count my chickens. I'm about to say I counted my chickens for my egg hatch, but I did count my eggs for my chicken hatched. I had a little issues. It was an uphill battle to get this done. And basically what made me just have to take 2-3 weeks to a month of just hardcore troubleshooting to get this thing fixed is because so many people were waiting on it that had done pre-orders. Okay, and it's just something I had to get done. It's sometimes you've got to make choices like that during it's something that has to be done before shipped. I'm about done. So this is just something that had to be done to keep everything flowing the way it needed to be. So before you click thumbs down, just please try your hardest to understand that. We got 3 tables back here lined up that we're about to be rocking and rolling on. I'll make another video and show this, man. We about to be getting it done out here, buddy. We're gonna have about possibly 10 to 12 builds going on at the same time, but still working individually on them. We're gonna have a whole table dedicated to repairs. It's about to be, as a lot of people say in this current generation, on and popping. So anyway, this is a good time to show this thing. We got some low signals coming in that I barely can even hear. And I will tell you, this unit in the meter right here is a little loose, just to let you know that. Look at that, boy. Whew. It works well, man. It works well. I'm very happy with it. I'm glad to be able to offer a properly made preamplifier. This thing isn't black magic. It's not going to raise your signal to noise ratio. This is designed to amplify RF before it hits your radio. It's an RF amplifier. This is an amplifier. It's a low noise RF amplifier, a pre-amplifier. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to make a future video to show all of you CB operators out there how you can enjoy using your CB radio static free to boost your signal to noise ratio, where your signals are way higher and your noise floor stays the same, but it's gone in your speakers. This is going to be in conjunction with the GKPre and a DSP unit made by another company. When you use both of them in conjunction, you can have an experience that you've never witnessed before on CB radios. Could you imagine sitting there talking, shooting skip or talking to your buddies, and I'm talking about having no static, no crazy unwanted signals. I haven't got to play around with it with heterodyne to see if heterodyne can actually be took out of there, but it's amazing what these DSP units can do. So I cannot wait to make that video. It's coming here in the next month or two. I will be selling that unit as well, and it's really neat, man. It takes some getting used to. But anyway, I've already showed the unit working on the last video. I just wanted to kind of show it hooked up. Like I said, this radio does have a little bit of a loose S meter there, but works well. Alright, I'm going to go here to channel 6 here. That's our radio strong signal. So that needle won't even go any further than that. You can see it might be hard to hear on the radio, but the audio does increase. It isn't just increasing the RF. Let me go check out 28 real quick. There's a low signal. Very low signal. Let's see if that signal comes back in. See, it's only going to amplify them signals. I mean, if there's static there, the static will be amplified. It's noise. But this is a low noise unit, as you see. It don't dramatically increase whenever. Sorry about that. Phone died. So anyway, these are compatible with sideband. Okay, they do have a delay. And this is a part of the actual unit that took me a lot of troubleshooting to get it to work in unison with the actual preamp used at the bypass circuit, okay? As you can hear the little click. That's it actually being bypassed. This is one of my older Stickman mods right here. One of the very first ones I ever got. So there's a little delay in there for the SSB radios. And all I can tell you is do not hook this unit up backwards. The second you key with this thing backwards, you will fry the device inside. I just actually did that myself to test that out. And it killed it on the first key. I may see about possibly using a diode protection circuit to where at least you'll have a chance there to basically on the back end there can't only be a certain amount of voltage coming in, but just follow the back with your radio up to the radio part, your antenna up to the antenna part. Okay. And I'll tell you what. Let's see this guy here. Who we got out there on that end? Oh, 1883 gatekeeper waving. Might be somebody out there in a DX laying there. Just trying to get them to talk again. Alright. I've been saving this right here for a special occasion, and I guess you can kind of see I've been saving it for a little while now. So this is a true celebration SIG. My thing died again, can you believe that? I had it plugged up to a charger that wasn't actually plugged up, that's what it was. But anyway, I'd like to finish the video with giving a super major shout out to Mr. Lawnmower Man. Just saw something weird on my screen, thought it stopped recording. Goodness. Anyway, Mr. Lawnmower Man. He is the fella that's making these enclosures for me for the preamps and for my Y-motes as well. And he makes these bad boys by hand. And he is getting better and better with each enclosure he makes. And major blessing from you, Mr. Lawnmower Man, and everybody out there. If you're a praying man or a praying woman, please keep Lawnmower Man's wife in your prayers, Miss Pocahontas. She's going through some chemo and stuff, man. I just get flat out just absolutely sick hearing about all this cancer, man. I wish you could just press a button and make it all disappear. But keep her in your prayers, man. Give a major shout out to old Mr. RF Man, which I call the genius, for helping me fix out these quirks and helping me with the actual design. Without him, this preamp would not be. It's just that plain and simple. It would not be. And I'll give a major shout out to the original guy. I don't know if he wants his name to be said, but if you're listening, he knows who he is. You were a blessing, man. This idea wouldn't even been brought forth into a reality without you sharing this device with me. And Mr. Jeffro Bodine. Mr. Jeffro Bodine, major shout out to you, big brother. Some of these parts being used in these things are parts that you hooked me up with, man. Jeffro Bodine one time showed up here at the house, man. Somebody, I think it was my son, said, "Who's this guy outside? He's holding so much stuff. I can't see his face." This joker got out of his car, man, holding just stacks of factory boxed capacitors, resistors. First time I ever met the guy, he showed up bearing big time Santa Claus type gifts. I owe you a lot, big brother, and I will always be working hard as I can to show you how thankful I am for you, Mr. Jeffro Bodine. And I almost want to show you this box right here that Mr. Lawnmower Man built for me. This is built with the specifications of the 100 amp supply box that ICA sells. And the cool thing about it, this thing's built by hand. Everything's built by hand, man. These are L brackets holding this box together. And really neat the way he done it. This bad boy was shipped to me in pieces. So that saved almost 20 bucks alone. And something else is pretty neat is take a look at them. Look at that. That was done with a modified machine that he somehow modified. It takes a car part. He had to go to an automobile shop and buy some old car part. I don't know what he did. Somehow he modified a machine to allow him to cut stuff like that right there, which is amazing. So we're gonna be getting a 100 amp supply done to this. I can't fit 4 switchers in this thing because of the L bracket. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use 2 50 amp modules. All right, that's not even related to this preamp. I just wanted to make this last video before I ship this first one out. Okay, this first one's going out right now. Alrighty, 73rds, and God bless. And like I said in the beginning, before you do a thumbs down, just take all that into consideration. If this was, honestly, if this is something I could have backed out